Examples of leftovers include tiramisu that was on the serving line at the end of the day, tiramisu that was put in a hot box but never served, and a loaf of bread that was prepared in-house but not used the day it was made. Which of the following is considered a leftover? A jar of prepared salsa or a bag of pretzels? The correct answer is a bag of pretzels. One safe method used to cool food is to cool it from 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours, and then within an additional 4 hours from 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. This method is useful when food is cooled to serve or use in another recipe, but still needs to be refrigerated for later.
The second way used to cool food is to cool within 4 hours from 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. This method is useful when food will be stored immediately following prep. To accomplish this, one or more of the following methods can be used: an ice water bath while frequently stirring the product, cutting into smaller portions or divide into smaller containers, use rapid cooling equipment such as a blast chiller.
All leftovers must be stored in a cool, clean, dry environment with proper covering to protect from environmental contaminants like dirt and water. Food must also be stored at least 6 inches above the floor, and if refrigerated, no warmer than 39 degrees Fahrenheit, or if frozen, it must be set to 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Commercially packaged foods can be recovered and saved as leftovers. Foods that were prepared in the establishment and that have not been exposed to consumers can also be saved. If the food is potentially hazardous, the temperature must be checked. If the temperature of the food is 135 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter, or 41 degrees Fahrenheit, then it can be saved as a leftover. If the item is not at a safe temperature, it must be discarded. Food that has been on a self-service line cannot be saved as a leftover unless it is still in its intact commercial packaging and is not a potentially hazardous food. All leftovers that are classified as safe must be covered and labeled with either the date prepared or the date to be used.
Which can be saved? Food that is 110 degrees, a 4th casserole off the buffet, an unlabeled container, or a dozen rolls prepared but never served. The correct answer is D, a dozen rolls that were prepared but never served.
Leftovers that are potentially hazardous can be stored cold for up to 7 days from the date of preparation. Leftovers that are not potentially hazardous can be used for a longer period of time, depending on the food item.
We hope you have learned the safe way to properly handle leftovers and that you can define, determine, cool, store, and dispose of leftovers.